Hi, this is Gloria Taylor Brown, and this is a special edition of A Gathering of Priestesses. We're here at the Goddess Temple in Orange County, and we have with us today guests from the West Coast Ecofeminism Conference 2015. And our first guest that we're going to be talking with today is Lisa Kemmerer. And Lisa, tell me something about yourself, because I don't have your bio.
It's good. I'm an ecofeminist scholar. So what I do is I study ecofeminism, and I have learned from the women before me, from Greta Gard to Carol Adams and Carolyn Merchant and all the authors that have come before. And my task, I live and work in Billings, Montana, so my task is to try to bring to a very closed...
shall we say, masculine.
That's great. A very masculine culture, some different ideas. So it's an uphill battle, and it's not always easy, but I see it as it's my job right now, is to be there, to be a teacher, to be present, and to try to teach those, many of them ranching kids, about a different way of viewing the world and nature and animals and the community, people.
I think my friend Brooke Medicine Eagle is in Billings right now. It's either somewhere near Billings. She's got her gypsy. She's got her gypsy temple.
Wonderful. I know. I haven't seen it. I need to find out where that is and go see it.
Oh yes, she's fabulous. Anyway, Native American medicine woman, travels all over the world.
Wonderful. I've certainly done some great sweats and hung out with some terrific communities that are outside the kind of mainstream American. And so that is the wonderful part of being out in Montana. Is at our school there's a 10% Native population, so we very much have that culture as part of who we are. I will say that the dominant culture doesn't honor it often, but it is there for those who seek it out.
So tell me a little bit, what school are you at?
Montana State University in Billings.
All right, great. And you teach there?
I teach philosophy and religion, and I'm an author and a writer. So I have about 9 books out. Several of them are edited volumes, and several of them are just written volumes on everything from animals and world religions to environment and animals, more eco-feminist topics, and women and animals.
Oh, well, you know, our viewers are totally into two things, women and animals. Some of them at the same time, you know, in the sense that they are dedicated cat servants and dog rescuers and horse. In fact, I have one that's a donkey rescuer, so, you know, it's a very special person.
That's wonderful.
And so tell us, give us the titles of your book so they can look them up.
Probably the one that's best known on women and animals is Sister Species. This other one is called Speaking Up for Animals, and again, they're anthologies of women's voices, and I make a point of having people from different ethnic backgrounds talking about how their lives are affected, how oppression affects them as women, as people of color. And of course, I'm very much aware also of ageism, ableism, sexism, heterosexism. And I hope these are things that will come up more in the conference today. I'm looking forward to that.
So are you familiar with my friend Ann Key, who has the Goddess Inc. publications?
I don't think so.
Okay, because you really need to know her.
Sounds wonderful.
She's in Albuquerque. She's the publisher of Stepping Into Ourselves, an anthology for writings of priestesses.
Sure.
Heart of the Sun, which is the Sekhmet book.
Yeah. So terrific writings.
Yeah.
Authors. Yes, these are important things. Getting stuff in print that feminists are great readers generally.
Right. She's doing, the reason I'm suggesting this is her and Kimberly Moore are putting together sort of women's university. And they're looking for courses that, you know, are online courses. And I think you would be fabulous.
I would be so excited to do that.
Okay, well, you make sure that before you leave, I've got your email address, and I will do an introduction to both Anne and Kimberly, because your voice is a really important one that we need to hear. And I think that there's a lot of people that would be very, very interested.
Thank you.
And yeah, because it's, you know, in a way, it's like, one of the things I was asked is, what is ecofeminism? So I'm going to ask you that.
Ecofeminism is an absolutely wonderful philosophical idea. It was that women started to discover that there was an A and not A category, and Charlotte Cressy was just talking about this in her talk. She did a wonderful job. It is a system where on one side is the white, male, property-owning person of power, And everything on the other side, women, nature, people of color, the disabled, those who have different sexualities, those who are older women who no longer in their reproductive years, all of them are not, they're put as other, and second, they're denigrated.
Right.
And then so ecofeminism is a system of, one of the ways of recognizing that there is an overarching system of oppression that affects not just women, but our natural world and animals, the reproduction that we're exploiting of women, we're also doing that to other animals, the way we exploit nature. It's all connected. So recognizing, instead of fighting for nature, fighting for women, fighting for animals separately, fighting for the, against heterosexism, the idea that we should work together, that all of these are linked, that if we can understand that there's this overarching system of oppression, we then can attack it at its roots. We can try to take down that patriarchal notion which is oppressing all of us.
Well, it's kind of interesting because, truthfully, if you add together all those people, the disabled, the women, we're way more than the majority.
Yes.
We're like 75 to 80% of the population.
This is why they have to make us feel so small.
Yeah.
So that we're disempowered, so that we constantly feel like we're spinning, running around in high heels, and we can't function. We can't. We're disempowered. The power is taken from us that we would have, so that we can be kept in our place.
Okay. Well, nobody's ever kept me in my place, but they've tried.
God. Thank you for that. I'm so pleased to hear it.
Yeah, in fact, it's been one of the arguments we've had frequently. So as one of the things that we are as priestesses, and I refer to you as a priestess too, because you are in effect manifesting the divine here on earth. Where did that come from, that you found this passion that brought you to this place?
Oh, it's a beautiful question. I think some of it was born in me, but I think the most important thing to say is the women along the way that have helped me. Sitting next to you, seeing that you are powerful, that you are free, that you are truly an individual who's running her own life. It's all part of what's made me who I am. And so I mostly give credit to other people, other women specifically, and other people who are oppressed that have helped me to see how things might be different. And I can feel in myself the oppression. It's very much a part of me. I think that I see a woman like you or like Charlotte, and I always feel like you're farther ahead of me on the path. And it's wonderful to see, but I can only aspire to it at this point. I'm waiting. I'm in process.
Yeah, I have a wonderful co-host named Catherine Ravenwood. Hi, Catherine. I miss you. And she's on the show, and she listens to the stories of the women we've interviewed, and she goes, "Oh my God, they've done so many wonderful, incredible things." And I said, "Well, so have you?" And she's like, "Yes, but their things are wonderful and incredible out there in the world." And I'm like, "So have you." So I'm going to say the same thing to you. You have done wonderful and incredible things. You have changed lives. Whenever you have touched someone, I guarantee you that there will be an effect many generations down.
Thank you.
You just don't see it right this minute.
I live in Montana. It's hard to see it.
I know it's hard to see, but
thank you.
But you have made a difference. What you are is making a difference with the way the world will see itself many, many years from now.
Oh, that's my hope.
The fact that maybe everybody didn't stop eating meat, or maybe everybody didn't stop abusing animals or stop abusing women, or anything else they managed to figure out how to abuse tomorrow, based on your words. Well, it's very rare that ever occurs.
It takes time. It's true, and I'm sure grateful for Julia Orr and Charlotte Christie that helped get that word out by having a time when we can get together where I can meet Gloria and talk to her.
Great.
It's a wonderful breath of fresh air for me.
Well, I really appreciate your being here. I appreciate your traveling from Billings, Montana, which is not easy. I've been there. I know what it takes to get there and what it takes to get out of there. It's not easy, folks.
Thank you.
And I also know that, by the way, it is absolutely beautiful, gorgeous, incredible. And if you've never been to Montana, you must go, because you won't believe how beautiful it is. You will not believe. I mean, they call it the Big Sky State, and there's a reason, because you feel like you're standing on the crest of the world, and the sky is open above you.
And that's what I have at the end of the day when life is hard and I'm surrounded by ranchers and cattle, is I have that wide open prairie, and I and my dogs go out there every day, long walks, at least a couple hours, and it reminds me of why I'm doing what I'm doing, and it gives me peace.
Well, Lisa, I totally am thrilled with you, and like I said, please make sure that I get your email address so I can introduce you to some wonderful other people. And I would like to ask you at some point to come on our video show, which is done live, which is called A Gathering of Priestesses, and we're on live every Tuesday night.
Oh, what a wonderful thing.
And you don't have to be, you can be in Billings and I can be in Oceanside.
Amazing technology.
Yes, and it's wonderful. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
You're doing a wonderful job. You're beautiful.
Thank you for all that you do.
Thank you.